Have you ever had days when you've been working throughout the day and you haven't really been doing anything else, not hanging out with friends or not even doom scrolling, and yet at the end of the day feels like you've achieved nothing, but you've done nothing productive, that you're still at that exact same point that you were in the morning? Hi, I'm Ridhima and I am an author as well as a professional copy editor. I've been feeling that kind of way, the thing that I talked about in the intro, for a really long time now, and I think that is mostly owed to my work. Basically, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love editing, I love helping people, the authors achieve the, get to the final stages of their book. But in my heart, I've always really wanted to be an author, and that is actually what I've been striving for past many years. And I've just strayed a bit far away from that thing, and I haven't really been able to get back to it because of work. And so that is why I wanted to delve back into some of that stuff and do something, take on some things that are more, a bit easier to achieve. I've been working on a manuscript for past several years now, and I've finished the book and it's in the late stages of editing, but I actually wrote it so many years ago that I've come a really long way as an author, and I feel like there are many things that I do not like about that book anymore. Many things that are juvenile or just doesn't make any sense to me anymore, and things that I want to change, especially because it's going to be a trilogy, and that's why I would really want to make it really, really good. That striving for perfection is what's holding me back, but what can I do? So anyway, what I've been aiming for, what I've been looking at for the past 1 or 2 days is shorter works, and I've never really been a writer of shorter fiction. So that's something that I really want to get into now, especially because I want to build a really robust portfolio, and I don't really have much to show for it. I only have long form writing, so I only have one short fiction, and even that is, I think, 10 to 15,000 words. I don't know, but I really don't have anything that's around 2 to 3 or even 5,000 words. And I think that's something that I need to do in order to get to the next step of my career. So I'm making this video to basically document the first time of me writing a shorter fiction, and I'm actually going to submit it to a magazine. And basically I'm writing for the magazine. I'm not writing just about anything. I'm writing particularly for a magazine. I've found 2 or 3 magazines that are taking submissions, and I'm going to write for one of them today. Hopefully I'll finish it today, but I do have a bit of work to do before that, and it's already 2:30 in the morning, and and I was expecting to be done with work by now, but I was actually out with friends, and just how it goes. I had a few drinks and I finally come back down to normal, so I have to focus on finishing my work too, because tomorrow is a deadline for a book that I'm editing, and I cannot hold that back. So I will finish that, and then I will start on brainstorming the ideas for the short fiction, and I will share that with you, and you will come with me on a journey into writing a short fiction. I wrote nothing last night. My work, it went late, and I had more than I was expecting there to be, and I basically slept at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So yeah, I had absolutely no time for writing. But it's almost 7 in the evening now, and I did managed to snatch out a little bit of time and, basically brainstorm a few ideas, and I did come up with one that I would like to go with. The story has to be up to 3,000 words. It can be fiction, dark fiction, fantasy, sci-fi, anything of the sort, even non-fiction, I think. Now this will be my first time doing it, but I'm going to try and write a good literary fiction piece, up to 3,000 words, and the topic that I'm going with, that I came up with, is Summer as a person, Summer as a human being. So for the purpose of this piece, I'm going to personify the season Summer and write a story around that. It would not be plot heavy and more narrative heavy, and I don't know, I'll just see where the writing leads me. I did get a head start on the writing itself, and I've written 200 words, and I like the beginning, and it's been easy. It only took me like 20-30 minutes to write those words, and let me tell you, that's really hard. Writing 200 words in 20 minutes, that's actually hard when you start writing a short piece, or when you basically start writing something anew. And I actually did that. It wasn't that hard. So I think I believe I should be done with this piece tonight if I get the chance to write it, and if not, then I always have tomorrow, and tomorrow would be the last date I can work on this, because the day after tomorrow is the deadline for submission. There obviously will be a lot of editing involved as well, so I'm hoping to finish it by tonight, and yeah, I'll let you know what happens and where I go with it. And now it's almost time for me to go to the gym, and that's why I'm wearing my gym outfit, and maybe I will record something in there. I don't usually record, I don't ever record in the gym, but maybe for the purposes of this video I will. It's 9:30 right now, and I just got back from the gym, and as you can see, I'm extremely sweaty. So after a cold shower, I'm going to get started on my writing, and let's see how much I can write in one go. It's the next day now. Actually, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I just finished with my piece. It's not 3,000 words like I thought it was going to be. It's actually 2,000 words only, and I am actually really glad with how it turned out. The whole it's my first time writing a literary fiction, and I obviously cannot judge it alone. So yeah, I think it's time to submit it to the magazine and see if they think it's as good as I think it is, and if they don't think that, then I definitely have a lot more room to improve. But I am still happy with having written this piece. So I named the piece Summer Day Meets Night Before, and I have changed it to The Loneliness of Summer, which I think reflects the idea of the story better. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, even though I did not share as much as I thought I was going to, but I will share a link if my story gets published by the magazine. And if it does not, then I will also mention that I was unfortunate. So that's it. I hope to see you in my next video, and I hope to actually make more videos, because this is my first video after a really long time, and yeah, I really want to get back into it, especially with everything that I have learned in the past few years. So yeah, happy to see you here. Goodbye.